Is the dynasty over? Since the 2014-15 season, the Warriors have been dominant, winning 3 championships, finishing a season with 73 wins and 9 losses, having a starting lineup that contained 4 All-Stars, and dominating the league for the 5-year period between 2014 and 2019. A lot has changed for the Warriors, losing many of their players from their dynasty teams, with only 4 players remaining from their last title. They also moved arenas and were in the lottery for the first time since drafting Harrison Barnes all the way back in 2012, picking up James Wiseman with the 2nd pick. However, there is a lot to look forward to. In today's video, we will break down how the Warriors have been playing of late. They currently hold the 7th seed in a tough Western Conference, beating Miami without Draymond Green. The only constant for the Warriors has been the play of Steph Curry. So far in this season, Steph has put up the same numbers he did in his unanimous MVP year. Despite not shooting the ball super well in this game, only shooting 25% from 3, he had a massive impact with his gravity and ability to make shots when his team needed him to. Delay action has been a staple in the Warriors offense for years. Essentially, the guard dribbles up and passes to the big before setting a pin down for the player in the corner. This play is often highly effective when you have a shooter, such as Steph or Klay, as the screener, as the defenders often can't switch as they risk a mismatch, and if they stay, the cutter is often open, as we see Mulder is in this clip for the easy layup. The Heat opt to late switch this out of necessity. They try to stay, so none is guarding Steph, as Duncan Robinson is a defensive liability guarding Steph, and because of this, Mulder is able to get downhill and utilize a really nice glide finish. He plants both feet facing towards Olynyk as if he was going to leap in his direction, but instead leaps in the opposite direction, able to use the rim as protection. Again, another staple of the Warriors offense are split cuts. This involves the ball being entered into the posts and the entry passer screening for a shooter high. Here the Warriors get into their split action, and while the players are running split on the strong side, Steph goes down to pin Kelly on the weak side, knowing that the Heat do not want to switch this. This leaves Oubre wide open for the easy floater. The Heat opted to blitz Steph and pick and roll, which means both defenders involved in the screen double the ball handler. One thing Steph has always been great at is passing out of pressure with these hook passes, here finding Bazemore wide open for 3. The Heat opted for the player one pass away to tag the roller, as they didn't want to give up the short roll floater, so Jimmy tags, which leaves Bazemore wide open for 3. So even if Steph isn't shooting well, he still has such a huge impact on the game, and Steve Kerr has been using Steph the exact same way, regardless who his teammates are. The other key to the Warriors offense is flow. Flow is a style of play that is focused on players making their own decisions to keep the offense flowing. Here are a few great examples from the Miami Heat game. Juan Tuscano Anderson here noticed that Precious is not matched up with Oubre, so he simply swings it over for the open 3. This is a huge part of the Warriors' play style. How quickly they could notice advantages or mismatches, and how quickly they can then flow into punishing these. 2 examples are these clips, where Pascal sets the quick on ball which forces a Miami switch, so he immediately dives to the post where the Warriors can get him the ball to utilize his gained advantage. Same thing in this clip, Wiggins has a smaller player on him, and he quickly flows into a post-up where he has the clear advantage for the easy score. How well the offense flows is a big part of the Warriors game and still remains a staple. The main reason why this current Warriors team struggled so much to start the season is you first need smart players who are comfortable with their teammates and are comfortable and confident in making decisions. The 2014-15 Warriors team also struggled with this to start out, averaging 20 plus turnovers almost every single night as they learn to trust and play with each other. But this Warriors team continues to develop. Check out this beautiful dribble handoff keep by Pascal for the easy layup in early offense, and this ghost cut where Pascal flows into the ghost screen before cutting. He receives the ball and the Heat have to shrink the floor, so Pascal beautifully kicks it out to find Bazemore for the easy 3. And Juan here flowing into the handoff as no advantages have been gained before finding Steph on the beautiful back cut. Another key factor to the flow and the Warriors' offensive success is known as first touch decisions. This refers to making a decision before or as soon as you catch the basketball and what to do. First touch decisions are vital to keep the offense flowing and maintaining the advantage. Note how quickly Bazemore attacks the rim off this pop. Before he catches the ball, he knows there will be a driving lane due to his high IQ, but he has to wait until he has the basketball before reading the defense in terms of how to get there. the ability to have an understanding of the game of basketball in terms of what's going to happen next, and then the ability to make a decision quickly as soon as you catch the basketball is vital. Finally, since hiring Steve Kerr, the Warriors have always had great actions and sets in their game plan. Check out this go screen by Juan before Mulder sprints into the actual on-ball, which creates an advantage for Steph, who kicks it to Wiggins on the Jimmy Butler stunt for the wide open 3. Note what happened when Miami switched and Robinson got on Curry. This is exactly why they were blitzing every pick and roll with Steph. And check out this simple pin down for Steph that flows into a baseline pick. The Heat blitz Steph, creating a 3-on-2 on the weak side that Steph is easily able to exploit with the kickout. Lee then makes a beautiful first touch decision, swinging it quickly to Oubre for the 3. Now, I don't think the dynasty is over, more so taking a break. Steph is currently putting up the same numbers as his unanimous MVP season, showing that he's never ever going to slow down. The Warriors have found themselves some great future pieces in Wiseman, Marquese Chriss, Juan Tuscano Anderson. Re-signing Kent Bazemore was great, and managing to pull together a solid roster whilst Klay Thompson is out. The Warriors currently hold a bunch of valuable picks in future drafts, as well as players who've been playing really well who could be valuable in trades, so who knows what the future holds. I expect the Warriors to be active in the trade market, perhaps not during the season, but for sure afterwards. Picking up a player like Bradley Beal who can fill that ball-dominant scorer role that KD once filled would be huge. But who knows, their current roster just keeps getting better every single game. They started off very rough, but of late, they're starting to play like Golden State of old, just not shooting at such a high percentage. If you're interested in seeing another team breakdown, check out my latest video on the Phoenix Suns right here. It's a good one. Hope to see you guys on that video. Thank you guys for watching.